Good morning, good afternoon, according to the time you are following me. I am Matthias, King Matthias, King Mathew. It is the Gospel of Jesus Christ according to Matthias. Matthias up to Judas, he was a disciple of John the Baptist, he became of Jesus. So I'm the King of Christ technology, Jesus Christ technology, and the kingdom JCTK. If you count, the letters are four numbers. In conversion of a letter into a number, last time I presented, if you follow the previous video on YouTube, I explained, I said, God is power and wisdom of conversion. The same thing of God, write a letter, write a number. So a letter, that's where you go to names, okay? Numbers, that's where you go to date. So God achieved 4 dates for each and every person. We, in provision, wisdom of knowledge of men, we know that each person has got a date of birth and death, right? 2 dates. But in the provider wisdom of God, God set 4 dates. It means date of birth, date of death, date of resurrection, date of transfiguration. You understand? So we've died already, we have resurrected already, we have been transfigured already. So everything has been done ahead of time. That is for God in wisdom. So a name is come from the letter, a number from a date. That's why each and every person got a name, right? So a name of a person is a person. Each and every person got a photo, got a picture, right? You got a sign, symbols. Symbols is such as there are people who like to wear black, blue. They have got mark. You got a voice. You got a videos. You understand? So those, they made you. So each and every person got a name. Each and every country got a name. Each and every church got a name. Each and every president and a prophet, president. It means leadership, membership. We have got citizen and children, the same one. Citizen become wisdom of Canaan. So Jesus Christ technology is the technology of heaven, name Christ technology, miracle be proven and calculated. So that's the language. So it is a wisdom provided from God. We have got provision, power, okay? And we have got provider, power, provision, power, and wisdom. In other words, knowledge, provider, power, and wisdom. So let's look at the difference here. You see already by writing, they all start with P, but provision, because English become our covenant. Because we English, by discovering the 20 letter, 26 numbers, 26 letter, 26 number is 66. 66 is 39 books plus 27 books. 39 books plus 27 books. We knowledge, no is KY. It's 26. 26 letter is the last letter, Z. So see, we discover English. So English become our God. With English become the Hebrew. It is the language of Christianity achieved. Christianity is a pagan religion, love of God. You know pagan? It means it is a conversion of a pagan. In Christianity, everyone is welcome. So God has power and provision for anyone, witch, sorcerer, whatever, call the name of evil, whatever evil you do. You understand? That's why God converted. Paul became magician of magician. You understand? So me, I'm speaking from PMB Kensington, land of my ancestors, kingdom of Zulu, same pound. If you look at his photo, my photo. So we came back already. You understand? We died, we resurrected. It means when people make a family come with a child, they bring back. You understand? For God, you exist already, looking at you here, because I'm not speaking about that much. So you have come back already. Jesus became his ancestor, King David, again. You understand? Some of you don't understand that you were there before, only that you can't remember. You see? So now here we are trying to make you remember. So in provision power and the wisdom, for we people, our provision is money. You see? Provision power is money. Provision knowledge, wisdom is knowledge. You go to school to study, not to have a paper. You go to church so that they pray for you by pastor, by prophet. So you become millionaire, you have money. Understand? So provide power, it start where money end. You see, money is a sign, symbol, logo. Money has value when if you want to buy a fish, a bread, you find it in the nature of God as climate is working properly. Now we have disturbed the climate by exploiting, converting copper into cars. You see? We make the 7 light, a car, a radio, a TV, a phone, PC, laptop, tablet, especially tablet. Tablet became source of inspiration. So this technology is come from gift and talent. Einstein, Faraday, all those, Bill Gates, all those, is gift and talent. Bill Gates, in fact, he was even chased from the school. He discovered the windows. You understand? It is from hardness to solution. So Jesus became that anointing. It means he's a crisis converter. There must be a crisis for crisis converter to work. Because Jesus was born already in the crisis since the beginning. You understand? Because he's a descendant of Isaac. You know how Isaac was born. God promised Father Abraham and the Mother Sarah that from them he will make number of stars, all the nation will come from them. But now, when they became age, Mother Sarah organized a girl from the servant. You see what Mother Sarah did? And Father Abraham agreed. You understand? It caused a crisis. It's a crisis in wisdom. But it is a plan of God. Yes, we talk about plan. So like to kill Jesus, it was a crisis. He didn't deserve. That's why Jesus was crying. You understand? Mother Mary, when Gabriel appeared to him, supposed to say, no, I can't take Jesus, because in the culture of Jews, if you have a child before marriage, it's a sin. But she said, may the will of God be done. His son was put in a womb already. So the Jews, they were asking Joseph, did you sleep with Mary? Joseph was almost abandoning Mary. They look at Jesus and Mary as prostitute. Joseph said, no. Where does this son come from? So we are the rebellious love of God. You know rebellious? You can be stubborn, you can be whoever you are, but you are love of God. So when you are love of God, as we, the non-Jews, because God had this nation, the Jews, when they rejected him, he didn't abandon them, but he moved into non-Jews. Now when he moved into non-Jews as we, he cannot tell us what to do. You understand? So he comes with something special so that it's you to choose now. He stand by you. We, the black, our ancestor, our belief is those who die can come and help you in front of God. They used to kill a cow. If you know, January dance on the spirit, this is the kingdom of my mother. I said, because my mother and father and sister, both combined, born from kingdom, tradition, African, as you know. So we Africa people is kingdom. Democracy is for Jews, white. God uses it to create, it means to convert king into, the king became foolish. One of the king washed his hand. You see very well, Jesus was in, they asked, did you kill somebody? No, did he? So what was the crime? The crime was because he says the Son of God. Understand? So king supposed to say, Jesus will protect you. See the king also, they made mockery on him. They throw him their cloth. They put him on a crown of king. It means by refusing Jesus to be a king, in reverse, in hardness, they put him on a crown of king. It means we, by refusing in hardness, we must calculate. Our permanence is to calculate. It has not been given to us on a silver plate. This is what I'm doing. So if I come back to the provision and the provider. So provision wisdom is money. You see? No, provision power, I'm sorry, is money. No power. We don't have money, we have power. Yes. It's for the foolish. You understand? Because there is a limit. This money can work when a fish is there. If a fish is not there, to buy, to use that money, what is the use? That's why when they left Egypt, God told Moses, tell them, the Egyptian to give them gift. They gave them. So when they arrived in it, was a teaching tool. When they arrived in desert, there was no water. They started murmuring, want to go back. So a stone was going to see there now, provide a wisdom now. It means end to beginning. This is the wisdom I'm giving you. God said, all what we have in the creation is integrated in us, that is in the spirit. Now for God, He wanted a generation in which it was bloody and free, our generation, in which we must sit down, discover again, calculate. So if you Google from internet, Google will become our Bible. The legal things of America, they show an electrogravitation wave at 1.2 billion light. Einstein said in 1960 shall be the end of technology, you know. The technology has ended up we are not aware. How do we know? By we trying to use it. Our system of democracy, capitalism. You see today the tension in the world between Ukraine and it means it's a tension of systems, socialism and capitalism, I mean democracy. They have wound up. How do we know? By you trying to use it, it means hand means by you trying to use it to give noise. You know noise. It means changing of the present is not changing of your life. It's not time to change the present. It's time to change the system. There is no refresh button. All the system need only to be refreshed. Use of the same again. That's why in Christology we say we have your country, you have your currency, we photocopy the Christianity. How don't we fix people's problem? So day of election must be bypassed. It means these people, they don't have any job. Their job is taken by robot or red. God set a time for freedom. That's what the robots are working. Because we are doing everything in motivation and then they are getting money. You valorize it. You see? Money has no value if the things which you want to buy with is not there. That's why Jesus gave the parable of the 5 wise, 5 foolish. So Jesus answered and said, use money today to solve today's problem. Tomorrow it is with God. We organize a bank. You see, we violate that law. And then we save it for tomorrow, right? Okay, if you save it tomorrow, we collapse the present time. That's why I've got so many problems in nation, continent, world, family, society, you see. Now, it's not about money because money doesn't solve alone. You need power and wisdom of conversion. You understand? So we need to use this money to activate gift in people so that we can discover again. That's why I discover we can permanent a phone. Permanent. All these a car, radio, TV, a phone, they can use raise. It means raise. Raise is the same way as you have money, you can buy a car, you can buy his energy also, that is God. Power and wisdom of conversion. From light, you can get water, you can God use the light to create. The sun went off for 3 hours and created in Jesus. So everything is done under cross. Cross. So if you don't believe in Jesus, but his cross, you need it in the battery of your car. You understand? Your radio, TV, your phone. You don't listen. You have already converted. Here you don't believe. If you believe it is false, it's the language of sign symbol. They were told, look at the serpent of Shaba became Shaka. So a serpent to bite them or a serpent to solve them. Technology to bite us. This technology has made the car, it has made the weapon also to kill you. Understand? That's why tension of China, Taiwan, tension of, it means those, it is a war of those two blocks. Capitalism, I mean democracy, and capitalism and the socialism. Understand those systems. Both